Hey everybody, Tacoma Comics here. Um, Wanted to get this done before the week started because once the week started, I ain't gonna get this done. And then I just realized I got to do David Sinking Nearman comics contest, so I'm gonna be up for a while tonight. But I'm gonna make a separate video for that because I want to do him his proper respect and stuff. Talked to him earlier today. He was like, "Emerald City Comic Con sucks." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that's why I didn't go back today." It just wasn't that great of a place. But I did go back yesterday for second day, and I got a bit of a haul, so I thought that I would share that with you, let you know what's going on and what I got. So first up, I went to this booth and this beautiful Damon cover was there. Damon's a series from Boom Studios, like about 5-6 years ago, that I loved. Um, it didn't get a lot of play, but people seem to be going back to the art. It was like Brian Stelfreeze's first return to art in a long time. This is a cover. It's actually signed by Matt Gagnon. The artist, I mean, I can open it up, but their initials are SG, and that's the variant artist in this. This is issue 3. Daemon is about people who are hired by vampire families, and they're called Daemon, and their job is to protect the families while the families are sleeping. Basically, that's what the Daemon do. Is they take care of the family's business while they're sleeping. So I thought that was pretty cool. I like that series a lot. Glad to have that one added to it. It was kind of cool. It was in a box, and on the front of the box it said $5 each, but then it said $10 sticker, and they gave it to me for $5. So I was like, cool. All right, went to another booth, got some I like comics again, found some more stuff, found this Star Wars Republic 47 and 48, both of which I needed. So I was excited to get those and add them to the collection. Getting my Uncanny X-Men books that I had in bad condition, and now I have in better condition. 248, first Jim Lee, and 250. Got suckered into buying this because it was cheap, but I'm pretty sure I have this one. Like, I don't know why I bought this, but I did. That's Klaatu, um, Star Wars 55 from the 2015 run. Whatever. These two, and that was, oh, well, that was it for what I bought, except I went to one booth and Source Point Press. And I just picked this up because the one of the authors was Christina Blanche. And the reason why her name came up was because I saw this and I was like, oh my God, Damnation of Charlie Wormwood. I have been wondering what happened to this forever. I have about the first 4 or 5 issues of this, and then it just disappeared. I was tweeting at her, but she doesn't know who I am, so she probably thought it was just bothering her. I'm like, when's the series going to continue? When's the series going to continue? And so apparently, like, it ended after the issues I have, and then they collected like the rest of it in this. So this is a really good read, The Damnation of Charlie Wormwood. If you ever get a chance to read this or see this, definitely take it upon yourself to give it a read. It's really, really good. It's just about a guy who teaches at a prison, and the kind of descent into hell, but it's just really, really good. Well written. He makes bad choices. Spoiler alert. So that's why I got this, because the guys are at the booth were like, oh yeah, Christina Blanche, we love her, we work with her. And she wrote this comic with one of the guys who was there, so he signed it for me as well. Black on black. So, clearly not, you can't even see it, but it's signed there. And then I think that was it. That was like all I bought. This is how the con wasn't that great, but um Bob McLeod was there, or McLeod, and so I got his signature. I don't know if you can see that below Chris Claremont's scribble. So I got Claremont and McLeod. McLeod co-wrote or co-developed New Mutants with Claremont. Uh, there's a story about like how it's right next to my finger there, if you can see it. Yeah, you can see black scribble. So 2 black scribbles on this book, one of which is Bob McLeod's. He was a really nice guy. Apparently, he felt like he did a bad job on New Mutants because they made him do it on his honeymoon because they were trying to rush the book or something, and he wasn't very happy. He was the inker on this book you might have heard of, and this one you see much better because it's on red. G.I. Joe #1. This is my newsstand edition, and there's his Siggy. So that's pretty cool. And then right next to him is Joe Rubenstein. And Joe Rubenstein, I hope you can see this. I'm going to get the light. I don't know how to get the light on this better. Down here, there you go. Little remark of Wolverine. I'll take it out of the thing so you can see this. You see next to his fist, Wolverine's face there, smoking the cigar. Oh, I love that. I love that. Hey, thank you, Comic Book Steals and Deals. I thought you were live, Mike. I don't know. I was just watching you before I went live. Maybe you just finished your show. I'm not sure. But good to see you, my friend. So yeah, I was really, really excited for that. That was super cool. Yeah, I'd never met him before. I'd love to get Frank Miller's signature on this now too, but I don't think that's going to happen. Hey, what's up, Jay Salsa? So yeah, that's vaulted to the top of like my favorite books just because of that Wolverine remark right there. I just think that's so simple and so sick. I was really happy. Then the only other thing I got at the second day of the con was I went to the CBCS booth. Now, if you followed me for a long time, you know about this. And if you don't know about this, that's fine. I'm not that important in the scheme of things. But I had Amazing Spider-Man #4, the first appearance of Silk, signed by Stan Lee. And it had a little pinprick in it in the cover. So I knew it wasn't going to get like a 9.0 or anything. I sent it to CBCS for signature verification. Now, I found this at Half Price Books for $25. It came back in 8.5, which is totally acceptable. They verified the signature, which was totally acceptable. But the way that they slabbed it was where the pinprick had or the rip was in the page. Picture this is the page, and there's a rip there. Instead of doing it flat, they did it open. So there's a tiny little flap of paper open. And that just drove me crazy, just crazy. I really couldn't, I couldn't believe that. So I brought it to them, and after a little bit of talking, but not much pressure, they're like, "Yep, we'll reslab it for free. We'll ship it back to you for free. No shipping, no nothing." I'm like, "You guys are awesome." Then I went over to CGC, and now I don't know if you saw this story. I got this from Chad RCG, signed by the author. Really hard to get the author. This author doesn't sign a lot. And Chad shipped it in just a cardboard box, not a lot of wrapping or anything. And it must have slipped, but down there at the bottom, there's a little bend. And when I got it, it wasn't just a little bend. The entire book, it was like a bad spine roll, but inside a slab. You could see the back pages sticking through. They weren't all laying flat on top of each other. So I showed it to the guy. I'm like, "Listen, what are the chances if I get this reslabbed and pressed and reslabbed that we get the same grade?" He's looking, he's like, "Probably not." But he just did this a little bit, right? Which I never would have done, but he works at CGC, so I let him, and fixed a lot of the problems that were there. So there's still a bend down there, but the pages are no longer overlapping. So that's a little bit better. A little bit happier about that. The cons also it was all right. There wasn't a lot of comics going on. There weren't a lot of great artists and writers in Artist Alley. It just nobody that I was that interested in. Bob McLeod, Joe Rubenstein. Every time I went by Daryl McDaniel's booth, he wasn't there. I saw Amy Chu, who I like, but I have everything signed by her. Rose Besh was going to charge me $20 for a signature. I was like, no, I'll pay $10 for Joe Rubenstein. But Rose Besh is brand new, up and coming. She'd said $5. I've been like, yes, but I'm not paying $20 for that. That's just silly, So the con, and it just was just too overwhelming. So I wasn't that down with the con, to be honest with you. It didn't make me think I can't wait for next year the way that I had in previous years. All right, moving forward, I hit Half Price Books on Friday, and I just got 2 books. Random Captain Marvel to fill out my Captain Marvel run, as well as I've wanted this book for a while. Just this killer copy or killer cover with Black Panther on, which I thought was pretty cool. Those are blanks or empties. I went to Half Price today, and I found a couple books. Um, Not much here. I don't know if these are all variants. They might be because they're not marked as variants, but one of them I know is. But this is from Amazing Spider-Man 635. What's up, Art Chemist? 636. Uh, this is part of a storyline called the Grim Hunt. But then I was looking this one up, 634. 636. This is a key. That's the death of somebody, and this is a variant that sells for like $50. So I was pretty excited to get those. Um, Always take a good book if I haven't spent a lot of money on it. Right, so that'll go straight into one of these little bag and boards. And I don't know if I'm keeping that or flipping that yet. I haven't decided. I'm probably flipping it just because I don't want to have to start collecting something else. There were no exclusives, or if they were, I missed them, or they were junk. The exclusive game was pretty weak as far as I know. Ask David Sinking Nearman Comics. He went today too, and he was like, or not two because I didn't go today, but he went today, and like literally, his text to me was I was at Fred Meyer getting food and doing the weekly shopping. He's like, "This year ECC sucks. I didn't spend anything today." And then he couldn't even find the CGC booth because they were hidden. But like, I've gone to ECC with David before in the past, like 2018 or something, 2017, and he spends right. He spends money on getting stuff witnessed and signed and slabbed. So like, if he didn't spend any money, it's not just me. And I talked to my LCS owner who like you saw Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman who were there, and I was like, I'm not, I've gotten a bunch of key signatures on stuff, and I'm done. I'm not like a big Venom fan or anything, but he was charging $30 a signature apparently, which I think is insanity, just insanity. I mean, you got to be like Rob Liefeld level of like crazy to do that. But I found this at half price. New Avengers 49, first appearance of Dark Avengers. This is a big book that's heating up and getting a lot of interest. And I wouldn't have bought this on its own, but since I bought the other New Avengers, I got this one. This is just the marriage of Luke and Jessica. Iron Fist and Jessica Jones doesn't have a superhero name. She's just Jessica Jones. So I was pretty happy to get that. I think I've got a personal copy, but that'll just be like a deal copy or a hold book later on. First appearance of Rescue. It's like a $10 book I got for a couple bucks, $1.50. So I was happy for that. Did you do a 10 book? No, actually, Art Chemist. I'm doing that right after this. I have like literally 2 hours left to get it in because it's not 12 o'clock my time yet. I just before I went live, as I was winding down watching Mike's auction, I was looking at Dave's YouTube thing, and he's like, it's got to be in by December 5th. And I was like, oh, today's December 5th. So yeah, I'm busy, but that's okay. I'm also got nothing going on right now, no homework to do or anything. So I'm pretty good. Found this new X-Men cover that I just really kind of liked. It's a little Norman Rockwell spoof, and I thought that was pretty cool. The Waiting in the Doctor's Office one with the mutant there. I was like, oh, I'll pick that up. That'll go on the PC. That's a cute little X-Men book. I love X-Men covers. I get like tons of little X-Men books here and there. Just some filler X-23 books. Then another big book that I found for relatively cheap. Final Crisis. This is considered the variant, even though they both have 0711. This is the first appearance of Al-Zad, or one of the possible first Black Supermen. So this was a hot book a while ago. It is cooled off now, but it's still hot-ish. So pretty happy to get that. And then I found another book that I already have, and so I was like, I'll flip this one. But now after I looked through this one, I'm like, oh no, that's definitely going in the PC. Matter of fact, that's going into a better bag and board. So Origin of Moondragon. Madame McEvil takes the name Moondragon. David's here. So David, I still have an hour and a half to do, or 2 hours to do your contest. And I will do that. So this book has a little bit of like brown dotting around the edges, right? But it's so crisp and clear. Like it's really oh my god, I can't tell you how beautiful of a book it is. It's got one thing that can be pressed out there, but it's just like, other than that browning, it's just so nice for like a 20 center from 1970. When was this? 1973. This book is just gorgeous. And then as I was looking through it, boom, some ads for some rings from some company. So this is the first, like I don't even remember where. I've got some random Mark Jewelers from like some random places, but this is the first Mark Jeweler I have in any sort of key. There's Moondragon. Like look how white that is. This is almost as old as me. This is 2 years younger than I am, and this book is gorgeous. And this is why I got out those blank Mylars. So I'm really, really, really excited to get this. Just loving it. Oh, and it's copper age. It doesn't fit in this damn Mylar. I gotta go in the other Mylar. I'll take the other Mylar out later. I'll leave that there. Boom. On we go. That's the crappy bag and the board recycled bag in the garbage. Pick this up for $2. It's in pretty weak condition, but I don't know if anybody notices anything about this compared to the last one I showed 20 minutes ago. Anybody know what's different about this? I'm flipping through the other books to find the companion. Anybody in the comments want to throw it down? It's the second print, which I thought was kind of cool. Jim Lee artwork, but this is the first print with like the purplish, pinkish background. And this one is from 1989, year I graduated high school. So I was definitely like collecting then. I probably had like an original copy somewhere sometime. But this one, like I said, it's got a few issues. It'll probably be cleaned and pressed, but this one is from 1992, so it's technically not a reprint, right? But they called a second printing inside the cover. It's just a second printing from 3 years later. So so that's cool. I just thought that was cool to have that. Like I wasn't expecting that. And then I got two other books at this shop that I'd seen on Instagram, and I don't know if I don't think I overpaid because I've already owned both of these, and these are for flipping. But I got The Web of Spider-Man 90, which is the preview of 2099 newsstand. It's got a tick or two. It's not perfect, but I got it for $10. I figured this book will go up. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I got the Spider-Man 2099 with 2 ticks, but otherwise pretty good. And I got that for $12. And I figured that book will go up. I already own a copy of all the big keys for this. I'm not going to take it out right now. I already own a personal copy of these, so pretty excited about that. But I got some more flipping goodies, so I'm going to be doing a big sale sometime. I might be going to a mall in like Aurora or somewhere, or Everett, and just do like one of those mall shows and pay $75 for a table and just see if I can sell for a weekend. So I got somebody, I don't know if you guys know Travis Lawrence Knott. He's on IG and YouTube. He told me about that. He's from the other side of the state, and so I might be looking into that because I've got I had 5 boxes down there that just it's like these are boxes to go, and I just don't have the time to do the auctions as much as I used to. So wanted to just get rid of a bunch of stuff. Anyway, David SNMC 1K giveaway. I'm going to get on that right now. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll talk to you all later. Peace.